You know, a story I like to share a lot about the bison and kind of what they mean, you know, it can be complex, but at the same time, it can be real simple. My grandpa's telling me about life cycles. Life's a circle, and he's telling me about how we're related to the bison, that we have the same DNA, that they're our relatives. We are a bison nation. Asking me, he's like, do you think you're the earth, you know, that grows the grass? Are you that bison that roams the earth, that grazes on the grass? Are you that Indian boy that hunts the bison? Which are you? And I'm thinking, am I the Indian boy? And Grandpa said, no, you're all of it, grandson. You're the earth, you're the dirt, you're the grass growing, you're that bison grazing on that grass, as well as that Indian boy that's harvesting that bison. So it's like all interconnected.
Historically, Denver Mountain Parks used to auction off bison to the private ranching community, and that's not really something that meets the conservation goals of a land management agency. In 2020, we began transferring bison to tribal herds instead, which has been an incredible opportunity for us to give back to tribal communities and to ensure that our conservation bison herd is really meeting its conservation goals. It's been an incredible relationship, and it's been incredibly meaningful for tribes to be able to receive bison, to start new herds, to expand genetic diversity of their existing herds, and to be recognized as sovereign entities by the City and County of Denver.
I think the bison donation is empowering. I think the bison donation is a unique opportunity for us Indigenous folks to take back what was stolen, a way of life that was taken away. So I think that the bison donation is a way for us to reclaim our identity as Indigenous peoples. Au, mitaku yasin. Pewa wuna, pewa swums matsis. Nahesheve hastanahin na tistista. Good morning. My name is Louis Keith Tallbull Jr. I'm an enrolled member of the Southern Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes of Oklahoma.
Louis Tallbull works on the Denver Mountain Parks crew. He also wears multiple hats. In his role with Denver Mountain Parks, he's a crew lead with our Natural Resources program and works with our forestry team. But he's also a member of Denver's Native community. He's a member of the Tallbull family, and he has his own nonprofit and does a lot of outreach and education. So he's an incredible asset to our team with a really wide variety of knowledge and skills.
I was raised by my grandparents. On both my mother's side and my father's side, both of my grandparents were leaders and knowledgeable in our traditional ceremonial ways of life. They raised me in ceremony. A lot of our ways were outlawed and they went underground. They were done in secrecy. Right around the time I was born, there was new laws being passed, like the Religious Freedom Act. Now that it's not illegal to practice our ways, we're out here at Tallbull Memorial Grounds nearly every weekend, hosting sweat lodge ceremonies and different programs, trying to educate the youth. I think it's very important to every aspect of our life as Indigenous people, being able to gather and stand in a circle and practice praying with one heart and one mind for a common goal. Being able to acknowledge each other and see each other in that circle. Being able to move forward.
Denver Mountain Parks has a really unique and special relationship with the Native community. Daniels Park has been home to the Tallbull Memorial Grounds since the 1970s. In the federal government often has a government-to-government relationship with tribal entities, and in Denver Mountain Parks, we're really lucky that we get to have a human-to-human relationship with the local Native community.
I really enjoy having Denver Mountain Parks there and the rangers being a part of our ceremony. We want to be inclusive and we want to include others in what we're doing, because I think natives and non-natives can benefit from partaking in these traditional ways. One of the main things for the next day is that we have a big community feed. We make a couple pots of soup or stew. Sometimes we'll have fry bread. We'll feed everybody. Maybe we want to have tears of joy once everyone's sitting there eating and sharing a meal together. I think that's what it's all about.
Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page and stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.